Hey makers, this is Raveen and in this episode I'm going to talk about the Power Platform May 2026 updates. Throughout this month many new announcements has been happened, so let's take a quick summary around that. Overall, I have divided the different feature released this month into 6 different categories. Number 1 Power Apps, number 2 Agentic Apps, number 3 Generative Pages, number 4 Infopath Migration, number 5 Modern Control Update, and number 6 Layout and Data related updates. So now let's go deep dive into that about each section. We all know that in Power Apps, we are having the Power FX expression and we are having the user defined function in the Canvas application. Earlier it was in the preview, now it is generally available. So you can leverage it out for your day-to-day activity into Canvas application for the production purposes. So this is one update. Second interesting update is around the custom tool and rich UI app for the app-based conversation. Now what happened here is, like, if you look at this particular demo over here, basically they have introduced the custom tools and rich UI for app-based conversation in the Power Apps. And this feature is specifically for the model-driven application. Now, this release extends how model-driven app integrate with Microsoft 365 Copilot and enabling more contextual, visual, and actionable insights over here within the chat interface itself. So not only just asking the question, but this type of rich visual stat as well it is offering over here within the Copilot itself. So let's see. So basically, model-driven apps go deeper into Microsoft 365 Copilot beyond the data access and into more collaborative workflow. Basically, maker-define app-specific business logic in the Copilot MCP tools. Then Fluent UI widget is basically render those elements, and basically declarative agents are something which orchestrate the action, combines the data, and deliver contextual and guided response. Third interesting update is around the input support for the generative pages. Now, we all know that generative pages are the pages within the Dynamics 365 application where we can build a different type of interface based on our requirement. Now what happened here is they have introduced that earlier there was no context supported, but now with you can use the context from your record and basically according to that you can display the data the way you want. So that is also something which is available nowadays. Fourth interesting update is around migrating the Infopath form with the coding agent. It is a simple process that is developed by the PowerCAT team from Microsoft, and basically they have built one tool using which we can easily migrate our existing Infopath functionality with coding agents. Now let's see how it looks into action. So basically Microsoft has built one tool over here. Basically it is available on the GitHub repository over here. And basically that is something which is completely generating your existing Infopath into a new generation Canvas application over here like this particular fashion. So lots of effort is going to be saved with this particular new tool which is going to be happen over here. So that is definitely going to be a game changer over here. And of course you can leverage this GitHub repository from here. I have provided the link as well in the description box. So when you open this up over here, you will be able to see this is the GitHub repository for using that particular tool over here. So just try it out if you are having any Infopath form that is to be converted into appropriate Power Apps. This is high-level stats for converting those Infopath into the Canvas application. So basically, your coding agent reads the Infopath cabinet using the .xsn file. Basically, it parses the definition and then it builds the canvas, and at the last we are editing and publishing over here. So basically, behind the scene, it uses the concept of canvas authoring MCP server and PowerCAT Infopath migration skill. Both combinedly does this activity efficiently for your businesses. Now, fifth important update, it's around modern control updates. So specifically we know that when we are using the modern control in the Canvas application like button, slicer, icon, Dropdown, they are having couple of lacking feature. Like let's say for an example, icon is the feature where they don't offer the OnSelect functionality. So that's the reason somehow as a developer we need to use the classic icons instead of the modern icon. So now this is available, so you can leverage it out. Another thing is that about the Dropdown. So specifically in the they have introduced the Fluent theme Flyout over here, and button as well has some sort of improvement, and slider control as well, which is having the clean rendering now. So these are some updates around the modern control. Next big update is around grid container. So now it is supporting the drag and drop authoring over here. So basically modern CSS grid layout basically replacing heavy XY positioning traditional way that we are doing for the responsive application over here. So basically you can drag and drop directly into the grid cells, resize and span the handles on the edges, undo redo functionality is supporting, and scroll is also being available within that. So all these new features has been introduced into this grid container over there. So if you haven't explored that into a Canvas application, start leveraging this out. If you go into more into detail, so this is how the new updated grid container is looking like, and now it is in the GA. So earlier it was in the preview, but now it is generally available. So for any environment you can simply leverage it out for yourself. And again, like, it's fully flexible, and simply with the low code, no code and drag and drop, you can achieve the responsive functionality with this grid container. Next interesting update is again in the Canvas application for the new DataGrid control. We know that a new DataGrid control is available now in Canvas application, and now a couple of more feature has been introduced over here, like search bar, sortable columns, multi-select, text, number, phone, email, phone, URL, and button type of functionality. You can simply make it happen over there. Currently it is in the preview at this point, and again, like, a couple of limitations are also there. Maybe hopefully in the future they will be resolving those limitations as well over here. So this is how the modern grid control looks like, and all this functionality now available in the modern data grid control in the Canvas application. So these are the main key announcement from the May update from the Power Platform. Which feature do you like the most? Tell me in the comment section. I'm happy to hear from you. Or which feature you want me to cover in my next episode? Just tell me in the comment section. Happy to create a separate video on that. With that, this is Roving signing off. See you in the next episode with amazing content. Till then, have a great day. Goodbye.